Hi students, welcome in chemistry classes, and we are studying the statistical thermodynamics. In our previous lecture, we have studied about the various types of the statistics, and then we have considered the number of ways of the distribution of particles. That was a very important topic. Okay, so if you have not seen that video, so firstly watch that video and then see this topic. Okay, now we are covering some more topics that are also quite important, very short topics, but they are also quite important. And the first topic is ensembles. What is it? Actually, an ensemble is nothing, a large collection of the system. Suppose we have one system like this. What is a system? A system means a cylinder. Just consider a cylinder. This is a cylinder, okay? And here is a gas filled in it. Suppose it is a O2 gas, okay? Filled in this. So a number of particles are present here, okay? And we are considering the effect of temperature, pressure, etc. on it, okay? So this is called a system. And if we are taking a large collection of such type of systems that are connected to each other in this way, okay? This is another system, and then this is also connected to next one in this way. So a large number of systems are connected to each other in this way, right? So this collection of the large number of systems is called ensembles. That systems, these are identical in a number of aspects. It means they may have the same number of moles, same volume, they may have same temperature or same energy, okay? So a collection of large number of systems which are identical in a number of aspects are called ensembles. Okay, now here the one important thing is the type of ensembles. So there are three types of the ensembles. First one is the microcanonical ensembles. In microcanonical ensembles, each systems behave as a isolated system. We have studied about the isolated systems in the thermodynamics. What is an isolated system? Isolated system means any system that is separated from its surroundings. It means the system neither can take heat nor it can take matter from the outside. It means there is no transfer of heat and matter between the system and the surroundings, okay? So such type of systems are called isolated systems. Here one important thing in the case of microcanonical ensembles is that all the systems will have the same number of moles, same volume and the same energy. It means these all things will be identical for all the systems under the microcanonical ensembles, right? Okay, now see the next one, that is canonical ensemble. In canonical ensemble, each system behaves as a closed system. What is a closed system? Closed system means any system that is closed. Suppose we have a system like this. This is any system, okay? And it is closed. So that there is transfer of heat between the system and the surrounding, but there is no transfer of matter between the system and the surrounding, okay? So such type of systems are called closed systems, and these all systems when are all together they makes canonical ensemble. And in this case the number of moles, volume and temperature remains same, right? Here energy will not be same. Why? Because there is a transfer of heat between the system and the surrounding, right? Okay, now see the third one. Third one is the grand canonical ensemble. In grand canonical ensemble, each system will behave as the open system. Open system means there is the transfer of heat as well as matter between the system and the surrounding. Both the things can transfer between the system and the surrounding. So such systems are called open systems, and their collection will be known as grand canonical ensemble. And now here we can see this, the systems are open, so there is transfer of matter, so number of moles will not be same, right? So what will be same here? The volume, the temperature and the chemical potential will be same for all the systems under the grand canonical ensemble, right? Okay, now see this question from GATE 2017. Quite simple question here. Consider n particles at temperature T, pressure P, volume V and chemical potential mu having energy E. The parameters that are kept constant for a canonical ensemble are. So here we have to consider canonical ensemble and we have to find out what parameters are kept constant. It means what properties will be same for all the systems. Okay, so we know that for the canonical ensembles what things are same? Number of moles is same, volume is same and the temperature is same, right? So this option number 1 is the right answer. Okay, now see the next important thing, very short topic and very important, that is residual entropy of the system. Only one formula you have to remember, that is S is equal to Kb ln W. Okay, this is the only formula that you have to remember. Here Kb is nothing, it is the Boltzmann constant and you all know the value of it. Okay, and W is the probability or the number of ways of distribution of particles, and in our previous lecture we have seen how to find out the value of W in various cases. Okay, so you can find out it from our previous lectures. Okay, so just you have to put these values and you can find out the residual entropy. Now see here which type of questions are asked about this formula. Very short type of questions are asked. See here, this question from June 2014's question paper. The number of configurations in the most probable state according to Boltzmann formula is. So what thing we have to find out here? W. That is asked to us. Okay, so for this we know S is equal to Kb ln W. So ln W will be equal to S upon Kb, right? So now W will be equal to exponent of S upon Kb. Okay, so this is our answer. You can see the options that are given in the question papers. This will be the right answer. Okay, now see the next question from December 2017's question paper. Here we have given the term symbol for the ground state of a metal ion, that is 3p2. Okay, and now we have to find out the residual entropy of the crystal of salt of that metal ion at 0 degree Kelvin. Okay, so what thing we have given here? Just we have given the term symbol. Okay, and the first thing that we have to find out is W, and the formula is W is equal to 2J plus 1, right? Now for the J value we have to see here the subscript. We have given 3p2. Okay, and here the subscript is 2, so the value of J is 2, right? So this will be equal to 2 into 2 plus 1. It means value of W is 5. So just put this value. So what we are getting? S is equal to Kb ln W's value is 5. Okay, so this is our answer. We have to do nothing, just we have to put this value in the formula and we are getting our answer. Okay, so you can match your options. This will be the right answer.